Yamunatiravanachari, Yamunatiravanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari, Jaya Radha Madhava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Berinishwarada Berinishwarade. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavanadam, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Shila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya. बोलो श्री राधा बेनीश्वर भगवान की जय, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, श्री श्री गौर नित्याय भगवान की जय, श्री श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंह देव भगवान की जय, श्री 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 जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रमयी सुदर्शन की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Guru and Gauranga श्रील प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय. हरे कृष्ण. The screen is seen. Vijay Prabhuji. आया? Now we can see. So, first of all, I would like to thank temple management for giving the opportunity to do the preaching service, and also to His Grace Shubhamaya Prabhu for giving the opportunity. So we are in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 2, Text 16. So today we'll discuss something about anger management, you know. It's a very big topic and it's out of my purview or my framework actually. I'm also culprit or I am the victim of that. Yeah, but still, you know, for knowledge and for some improvement, we need to discuss such topics. There's no point we discuss goody topics, you know. Okay, it will happen, good things happen in life, but we need to discuss on topics which we need to improve. So Srimad Bhagavatam is all about that one, actually. It gives the situations, it gives the solutions also. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 4th Canto, Chapter 2, Text 16, Shloka is here only, there will be no other projection. All of you with folded hands, close your eyes. Think about assembly of Daksha, where the great personalities like Brahma, Lord Shiva, Narada, Vasishtha, all Rishis and Munis, they have all assembled there. And Daksha is entering, and now Daksha started cursing Lord Shiva. This is the situation, thinking this way. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nashta Prayeshu Vabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So shloka goes like this. Please repeat after me. Tasmat Unmada Nathaya Nashta Shauchaya Dhurde Datta Bata Maya Sadvi Chodite Parameshtina Tasmat Unmadanataya Nashta Sauchaya Durde Datta Bata Maya Sadvi Chodite Parameshtina Tasmad Unmadanataya Nashta Shauchaya Dhurde Datta Bata Maya Sadvi Chodite Parameshtina. Tasmad Tasmadunmadanataya Nashta Shauchaya Durde Tattavatamaya Sadhvi Chodite. Matajis Tasmadunmadanataya Chachauchaya Durde Tattvatamaya Chodite Parameshti. Tasmadunmadanataya Nashta Shauchaya Durde Tattavatamaya Sadhvi Chodite Parameshtina. Tasmadunmadanataya Nashta Shauchaya Durde Tattavatamaya Sadhvi Chodite. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Words meaning, please. Tasmai, to him. Unmadanataya, to the Lord of Ghosts. Nashta Sauchaya, being devoid of all cleanliness. Durhade, heart filled with nasty things. Datta, was given. Bata, alas. Maya, by me. Sadhvi, sati. Chodite, being requested. Parameshtina, by the supreme teacher, Brahma. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhaya Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please repeat the translation. On the request of Lord Brahma, I handed over my chaste daughter to him, although he is devoid of all cleanliness and his heart is filled with nasty things. Please listen to the purport. It is the duty of the parents to hand over their daughters to suitable persons just befitting their family tradition in cleanliness, gentle behavior, wealth, social position, etc. Daksha was repentant that on the request of Brahma, who was his father, he had handed over his daughter to a person who, according to his calculation, was nasty. He was so angry that he did not acknowledge that the request was from his father. Instead, he referred to Brahma as Parameshti, the supreme teacher in the universe. Because of his temperament of gross anger, he was not even prepared to accept Brahma as his father. In other words, he accused even Brahma of being less intelligent because he had advised Daksha to hand over his beautiful daughter to such a nasty fellow. In anger, one forgets everything, and thus Daksha, in anger, not only accused the great Lord Shiva, but criticized his own father, Lord Brahma, for his not very astute advice that Daksha hand over his daughter to Lord Shiva. Thus ends the purport. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilita Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkripatamahande Shri Gurum Nididharanam. Vanchakalpatarupescha Kripa Sindhubhyo Chapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So, Daksha, what is the meaning of Daksha? Expert, is perfect actually in all the things. So he is feeling, in this marriage of my daughter to Sati, I have failed actually. That's the feeling he is having. He is thinking that here I am not Daksha actually, you know. That's the feeling he's having, he's expressing here actually. And when Daksha performed the yagna, it was not just Daksha yagna, it was the yagna performed by all the Varishtas, Swamiji, Sannyasis, Munis, Rishis, all were there. All demigods were there. Everyone was present there. So, when Daksha entered, Daksha is such a perfect personality and is so glowing. The moment he entered, everyone got up because of his effulgence, his knowledge, and his perfect in all the dealings. Everyone got up except two personalities. One is Lord Shiva and the other one is Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is father, so he sat. But Lord Shiva is son-in-law actually, you know. Daksha says in the previous shlokas, he says, he is inferior to me because he has married my daughter. So son-in-law is considered inferior when he is marrying my daughter. Okay, but we cannot express these things. We can only read from Srimad Bhagavatam and enjoy. You know? But Daksha is expressing this one in front of, in the assembly he is telling. And he is escaping here, if you see. He is telling, I was not in favor of giving my daughter, you know. On the request of Lord Brahma, actually Lord Brahma instructed, but he is telling on the request of Lord Brahma. This all shows the ahankara also, ego, you know. I handed over my chaste daughter to him, although he is devoid of cleanliness. Now, actually he is chastising Lord Shiva from last 2-3 shlokas, and today it's continuing actually. Now he has come to the cleanliness. He is devoid of all cleanliness. So when we say cleanliness, we will not think about internal cleanliness, no? When we say word cleanliness, we think immediately that person is not taken, he has not taken bath, or is not wearing proper clothes. This is what we think, you know, cleanliness. That's why they all thought, but internally Shiva is great, no? You're seeing only from outside, no? That's what they are all thinking. That's why he added another word. And his heart is filled with nasty things. Don't think he is great personality, Avadhuta or something. Seeing outside he is not clean, but internally he is very clean, you know. Because they are all spiritual personalities. It's not like the way we talk, you know. When they are talking, they have to address everything. And the personalities who are understanding also, they will take every point. So, Prabhupada writes very beautifully, it is the duty of the parents to hand over their daughters to suitable persons, just befitting their family tradition in cleanliness, gentle behavior, wealth, social position. Tulsi Maharani, when she came on this earthly planet, she was in Badrikashram and she was about to marry Shankachuda, and Brahma had told both of them. Shankachuda also informed, Tulsi Devi also informed. So Tulsi Devi was waiting and Shankachuda came. Both are called Jatismara. Jatismara means they remember everything past, whatever has happened. But still, Tulsi Maharani asked thousands of questions, spiritual questions. When she asked such questions, Shankachuda also perfectly answered, because he is also from spiritual world. Then she agreed for marriage. Similarly, as a parent, as a father, mother, we have responsibility for our children to see that they are married to a rightly status people with proper, it says here, cleanliness, gentle behavior, wealth, social position, etc. Prabhupada is saying actually. But we don't get that chance now anyhow. We don't get the chance to do all this, very rarely we get. But in any case, Daksha was repentant that the request of Brahma, who was his father, he had handed over his daughter to him. So he was very repenting on this marriage. So this anger expressed now is not expressed from this situation. It has accumulated over a period. Sometimes when fight happens in family, also husband, wife, they will say, wife will say, mostly they remember everything. They will say, on that day, Sunday, in 1977, they will give the time, place, situation, everything they remember. They will give you and they will express. This is how it is. So today's talk is not today's talk. It is over a period the anger actually develops. When Bhrigu Muni went to Vishnu, first he went to Brahma. The anger was in the mind. So always anger comes first in the mind. I don't know, all are seeing as though I am saying something new, It's from mind first. Sometimes you subside there only, because it's some small issue only. Somebody will come and encourage you to, or they will activate that anger, which is in the mind. Then it comes as a word. So when he came to Lord Shiva, it was through words Bhrigu expressed. When he came to Vishnu, so first mind, then words, then it comes to the kaya, body. So by the time he came to Vishnu, he kicked Vishnu. So it was already reached leg actually, the anger, So that means the anger is not just the activity expressed in the mind, it is in the whole body actually. That's why they say when you get angry, the whole body will get disturbed and the whole body chemical reactions, this is science, not Bhagavatam, science expresses. So here, Daksha is becoming angry. He was so, Prabhupada is right, he was so angry that he did not acknowledge that the request was from his father. So here he is telling Parameshtina. Parameshtina means he is addressing as Brahma. He is telling, he is not telling from my father Brahma. So when anger comes, I'll come to those points. Because of his temperament of gross anger, he was not even prepared to accept Brahma as his father. So gross, the anger is so gross, he could not accept. Because he had advised Daksha to hand over his beautiful daughter to such a nasty fellow. In anger, one forgets everything. So in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, many places it discusses about anger. Krishna discusses. Thus, Daksha in anger not only accused the great Lord Shiva but criticized his own father. They are the two great personalities there in the assembly. Imagine you enter a assembly and in that assembly the great personalities, you will blaspheme them. Then where is the place for you to stay in that assembly? But Daksha continued, because of Shiva was meditating, he was sitting there, he didn't give respect. This was the only reason. For his not very astute advice that Daksha had hand over his daughter to Lord Shiva. So Daksha considered it's not the right way, what I did, is not the great thing. So I wanted to discuss about this anger management, how it works and all in a very simple way. I have not made it complicated because even for me it's difficult. So in the anger management, now we are in spirituality, so we see spiritual anger also, right? There is material anger, there is spiritual anger. There are two now. When we were, before coming to ISKCON, it was only one anger, Now we have to deal with two angers. Srimad Bhagavatam, root cause of anger is given in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, text 62. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangas teshu pajayate sanga sanjayate kama kamat krodho bijayate. So this is the root cause of anger. What is the root cause? While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them. And from such attachment, lust develops. And from lust arises anger. Anger arises. So first thing is the attachment, second thing is the lust, and the third thing is the anger. So this is the root cause for the anger actually. Anger is the number one enemy of our personality development. So anger not only troubles others, anger troubles us also more than the other person. What are the results of the anger? Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, the next text, 63. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibhramaha, smriti bhramshat buddhi nasho, buddhi nashat pranashyati. From anger, complete delusion arises. And from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. So this anger results in many things actually. Delusion, bewilderment, loss of intelligence, and material life actually. So, when we do not manage our anger well, we end up doing things that we ourselves regret later. How many of you experience this? गुस्सा आता है, गुस्से में झगड़ा करेगा, बहुत कुछ होता है, उसके बाद आके घर में सोएगा ना, लेटेगा ना नींद के लिए, तब सोचेगा अरे ऐसा क्यों किया मैंने. कितने लोगों के साथ हुआ है ये? सबके साथ हुआ है, बट एक्सप्रेस नहीं करेगा क्योंकि दूसरा आदमी सुन लिया तब गड़बड़ हो जाएगा जिनको गुस्सा किया था. तो in the family also it happens. We end up in poor or bad relationships due to actions performed in angry mood. So when we become angry, then we will, at that moment we do some actions by which we lose relationships and friendship. Everything is lost. Only for that momentary, it was very momentary. Anger keeps hearts apart. See the picture, they are very close, but they have to shout each other to convey the message. Your hearts become very far. घर में भी होता है ना, अरे सुनता है क्या बोल रहा है, अरे तो सामने ही खड़ा है ना, तो जोर से बोलने का क्या जरूरत है. मगर जब गुस्सा होता है तो मन दूर हो जाता है. Because our expectations are unrealistic. शादी करेगा, 1 साल के अंदर 1 करोड़ का घर होना चाहिए, मेरा हस्बैंड ये रेडी करके देना है, तो it's not realistic. Some outsiders expect so much from ISKCON devotees, अगर तिलकम धोती पहना है तो वो सोचता है आप भगवान का पास है और भगवान का गुण आप में है, ऐसा देखता है. That's unrealistic actually. It's not realistic expectation. We are also humans. We are also in the society. हमारे अंदर में ही, ISKCON सोसाइटी के अंदर ही, inside we have lot of expectation. सीनियर डिवोटी बोला तो ऐसा ही रहना चाहिए, वो एक बिस्किट भी नहीं खा सकता है. So a lot of expectations which are unrealistic. We should realize we are humans also. We are living in a society where everything is possible. We expect respect. अरे उसने मंदिर में हरे कृष्णा भी नहीं बोला, अभी अभी आया हुआ है ISKCON के अंदर, you know, what he thinks. प्रेसिडेंट को मैं आते जाते कितने बार हरे कृष्णा बोला, मेरे तरफ देखा भी नहीं. कभी आप जब आके डेइटीज को हरे कृष्णा बोला तो उन लोगों को बोला क्या आपको रिटर्न में हरे कृष्णा करके? See, why I am saying we have to be very practical. Assuming, we assume things, it should happen like this. Then we end up in problem. Don't assume, inquire, make it clear what it is. You know, wedding anniversary में मेरा husband 500 बीडी का कुछ खरीद के देगा, ये assumption है. असलियत अलग है. हाँ? You will forget to wish also. One time it happened also. Hare Krishna. You know, husband, wife. If husband forgets to wish wife, wife will not, she remembers, but she will not wish. She will wait till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 12 बज गए, अभी भी आपने wish नहीं किया. That's how it starts. Vice versa also. पतिदेव भी ऐसा ही है, कमी नहीं है. Then selfishness also brings anger. This preparation is based on Prabhupada's purport, and some of the lectures is Grace Radhesham Prabhu and others. They are prepared based on Radhesham Prabhu explains that one time it so happened prasadam was distributed. Then senior devotees sat for prasadam. There was no paisam. Then they called one devotee. Devotee को पूछा पायसम है क्या, लेके आओ. हमेशा आंसर आता है सब खत्म हो गया प्रभु जी. बाद में प्रेसिडेंट बोलता है अंदर जाके देखो किचन में मिलेगा आपको. Same words he has used, same words he has told, which happens here also, you know, regularly. तो बाद में अंदर गया तो अंदर एक बाल्टी में किसी ने भर के छुपा के रखा था. इट वॉज केप्ट असाइड, हाइड करके रखा था. किस लिए मालूम नहीं है. वो ये इधर भी होता है, हर दिन होता है. तो बाद में वो देखा, बाद में बोला अरे मैनेजमेंट लोग पूछा है, उन लोगों को बैठा है प्रसादम के लिए लेके जाना है. तो वो बाल्टी लेके भाग के आया. आते आते वो जल्दी भाग के आने में सब गिरा दिया आके मैनेजमेंट के सामने. मैनेजमेंट वाले डांटना शुरू किया, समझता नहीं है कैसे लेके आना है, गिरा दिया सारे इधर सामने. So immediately anger comes because there is a desire for paisam, no? That paisam desire converts into anger. Similarly, desires in our life, many desires we have. कभी कभी बैठ के चांद हमारा हो गया तो कितना अच्छा रहेगा, you know. That is our desire. We have to qualify also, you know, for the desires. But anyhow, anger keeps hearts apart. It looks like situation provoke us to be anger, but the reason is desire to be in comfort. कभी कभी कितने लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है, आप ऑफिस 8 बजे पहुंचना है, पंच करना है, बट ट्रैफिक से आप आधा घंटा 40 मिनट्स पहले निकला. इस दिन बीवी भी बराबर टाइम पे सब बना के भी दे दिया. हर दिन उनको ब्लेम करते हैं, आपने बराबर टाइम पे नहीं बनाया, ऑफिस को लेट हो गया, सैलरी काटेगा, यू नो, कटेगा. नाउ ऑन दैट डे देयर इज अ बिग ट्रैफिक जाम. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू लाइक ट्रैफिक जाम? So Radhesham Prabhu says apple jam, pineapple jam, all this we like, but a traffic jam nobody likes. So traffic jam, so what happens, you started late or you didn't calculate properly. Now you are blaming actually. Whom you will blame? The one who horn you behind you, the one trying to pass in front of you, you know. So the sometimes situations creates provokes us, but actually the reason is our comfort. We want to be in time, everything should happen what I wish, how I want, you know, these things leads. When the anger is better managed, we can go forward in our life. So sometimes anger is like, you know, it puts a break to our life. We cannot move sometimes. We have angry with someone. We cannot have any relationship with him. Anything he does, even if he does very good thing, we don't like. Even if he gets Padma Shri award, we don't like. The whole India has accepted him, but we don't like him. So there is one Georgine Nathan. He was a editor in chief of few of newspapers in New York, and Cornell University. There is Cornell Daily Sun is a newspaper. He is an editor there. He has told, no man can think clearly when his fists are clenched. गुस्से में जब रहेगा ना, shake hand नहीं कर सकता है. You cannot shake hands with anyone when you are in angry mood. जब आपका हाथ ऐसा है, गुस्से में है, आप किसी के साथ दोस्ती नहीं बन सकता है. And also it is said, anger is one step before danger. D, if you add to anger, it becomes danger. So it's just one step. There is a caution given, don't be angry, otherwise you will enter into danger actually. So we have to handle anger in a better way. And keeping anger inside is also not good. You hold the anger, then it will multiply over a period. It's better you express, but express in a better way. That's why it has to be handled properly. Few tips is given. My uncle, he passed away last year. He is a corporate trainer also. He had prepared one PowerPoint presentation on anger management. So I have taken some tips from there also. If the anger is intensifying, put the issue out of your mind for some time. Take the issue later when you are calm. So these are some solutions for the anger. So we need to put that topic aside for some time. Then again you pick it up when you are calm. Think better, about that situation. So second thing is, humor or laughter is the best medicine. Use humor to reduce intensity. Learn to laugh at yourself and situations. Matters may not be as serious as we think. So maybe matter may be very small. Sometimes divorce happens for very small reason. When you dig and go and find out, it's very small reason. Because you have kept it and you have nurturing it, so it has developed so much. You have to remove the weed as soon as it comes, So laughter is best medicine. Sometimes, we have seen some devotees, you go and tell them the big problem, they will laugh at. Aisa ho gaya kya? They have the tension inside, it is there, but to cool themselves, they will laugh at first. Then situation becomes little. When you laugh, the person also becomes little cool, the other opposite person. Otherwise, he will be in anxiety, what's going to happen now next, So, one time my father was speaking very serious matter. Then I laughed actually. Then he shouted at me. He said, I am talking so much serious matter and you are so lightly you are taking this matter. Anyhow. No competition. We have tendency to criticize others when others criticize. We always want to hear everything good about us. जैसे राजा होता है ना, राजा का आपका दरबार में सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है साहब, when you say like this, they will be very happy. If you tell आपका दरबार में प्रॉब्लम है, तो वो प्रॉब्लम को अटेंड नहीं करेगा, जो बोला उसको मारेगा. We have tendency to shout others when they shout at us. This is human tendency. So if somebody raises voice, you are raising voice, I will also raise voice. That's human tendency. Do not compete. We should not compete. If somebody comes with angry mood and anger, if they address us, we should take it coolly. Especially the management, you know. We have to be very tempered and calm. Focus issues. Focus on issues, not the person. कभी कभी आप सुना है वो आदमी ऐसा ही हमेशा ऐसा ही करता है, कोई बोला ऐसा? हम लोग बोला कभी ऐसा? बहुत बार बोलते हैं ये आदमी ऐसा है प्रभु जी, मंदिर में ये भी ऐसा ही है, ऑफिस में भी ऐसा ही है, सब जगह ऐसा ही है. So sometimes we tell like this. So we are addressing a person. No, we should not address a person. We should focus on the issue. Discuss, not argue. So you have to open the discussion. When somebody comes with an argument, you open the discussion and tell Prabhu what is the problem, what is happening, kaise hua, kya hua. Then you can find some solutions. So again, what happens in angry mood, if you focus on the problem what we have faced, the anger will increase, it will not decrease. But when you turn to solutions, the anger will subside actually, because you are looking for solution. So everyone try to give solution for you. The most important, forgive and forget. Forgiveness is the best medicine for the disease called anger. When we forgive, we come out of bitterness. You see mother hugging the child here. How much child does mistakes, but mother always forgives. Imagine if that forgiveness quality is not in mother, what would have been this world, you know? Even Durga Mata, she is forgiving everyone. Srimati Radharani, forgiving everyone. You take any personalities as mother, they are all forgiving actually. When we forgive, we come out of the bitterness actually. इसमें भी थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. इसमें क्या है मालूम है? प्रभु जी मेरे को माफ करना. ठीक है, माफ कर दिया. वो बोलने का तरीका होता है ना. ठीक है, माफ कर दिया. वो गुस्से में ही बोलेगा. उसके बाद 15-20 दिन के बाद भूला नहीं है. दूसरा प्रभु ऐसा किया था. वो प्रभु जो किया था पहले ऐसा ही तुम कर रहे हैं. उसको कितना बार बोला मैं ऐसा मत करो, फिर भी वो किया, वही तुम भी कर रहे हैं. इसका मतलब भूला नहीं है. बोला मुंह पे बोला forgive, I have forgiven, but we tendency is there, we never forgive. But mother, she always forgives. Kshama. Mother, imagine if Bhumi Devi is not forgiving us, where we will be? We cannot go back to Godhead. You know? Naraka. Bhumata, every step she is forgetting. How much exploitation we are doing on her. But still, she is so forgiving. So, the forgive and forget comes from mother actually. We should learn how mother has forgiven me. Similarly. So, similarly, like if you see Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada and spiritual masters and all, they forgive and they forget also. They don't recollect and tell you again what is that. Like that. They forgive. Forgive forever actually. Whatever sins we have done, whatever the offenses we are doing, if we surrender to Guru and Krishna, they are so merciful. If they are so merciful, why can't we so merciful also, followers? We are supposed to be more merciful actually. So, forgive and forget, Srimad Bhagavatam 9.7.7 purport, where Puranjana story comes, I think. Vishwamitra, Prabhupada purport, Vishwamitra and Vasishtha were always inimical. Formerly, Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya, and by undergoing severe austerities, he wanted to become a Brahmana. But Vasishtha would not agree to accept him. In this way, there was always disagreement between the two. Later, however, Vasishtha accepted him because of Vishwamitra's quality of forgiveness actually. So Vishwamitra actually came from the family. What is that? Huh? Kshatriya family. The whole world was ruled by them. Huh? Gada? Gadi. So Vishwa Vibhu was his father actually. Anyhow, Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya. He went on conquering the whole world and he conquered. Finally, he came to Vasishta's ashrama. Then Vasishta Muni asked him, you have conquered everything, Vijay Bhava, everything is fine. Now you stay in my ashram, take rest. Vishwamitra said, it's not only me, the whole army is there. It's a huge army behind me. Then he said, no problem for us, you can stay in our ashram. Then अभी घर में एक आधा है तो प्रॉब्लम है, फोन करके आना था, क्यों पहले फोन नहीं किया, आप बोलना था, है ना. Now it's whole army has come. Then he called Vasishta Muni, called Arundhati and asked. Then Arundhati said, no problem, in our house there's everything available. They called the Surabhi cow and they requested Surabhi cow he was having. So he said, please serve everyone, come then. Immediately a very preparation was made, so many preparations and all. Then they had wonderful feast. Then after everything finished, then they rested that night there. Next day, Vishwamitra about to leave, he went and asked Vasishta Muni, आपका आश्रम में 2-3 रहते हैं, तो इसके लिए सुरभि को क्यों चाहिए आपको? मैं तो राज्य चलाता हूँ, मेरे को चाहिए. Desire. So when he asked like that, Vasishta Muni bola, see, we are old, me and my wife, we cannot manage anything here. Because of Surabhi, because of this cow, only the whole ashram and our shishyas and all happy, it's running. She is providing everything. Please leave with us. Leave it with us, don't take. Vishwamitra said no. Now, first it was desire, then request, then after attachment, what is the next one? Lust. Then from lust, then started. He said, are you giving or not? He said, no, sorry, I cannot give you. Okay. Now he said, all the army people pull the cow. So they are all pulling. Everyone is trying to pull the cow. That cow is so strong, it's not. Then finally Vishwamitra said, I will kill, Then cow accepted actually, because otherwise there will be a lot of deaths happening now. So cow went and cried to Vasishta Muni also. He said, what offense I have done, you are leaving me like this. Anyhow, this is a big story. Then finally they had so whatever Vasishta had created, Vishwamitra used to create against him things, like in our ISKCON also we have, Ritviks. They are also building big temples, against us only. So, Vishwamitra finally, he comes, he realizes, and then he surrenders to Vasishta Muni. Then Vasishta Muni accepted him as a Brahmana actually, even though he was born as Kshatriya. So he has forgiven him. So forgiveness is very, very important actually. Spiritual life, chanting and association with pure devotees will change our perspective to our life actually. All these Arishad Vargas, which are this Kama, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Moha, all 6 will subside when we come to the spiritual life. If it is not subsiding in you, you have to put yourself into litmus test and check And please change the process. Process change means don't change ISKCON to other process. Within you, you have to change the process. Maybe you are waking up or you are chanting, reading Srila Prabhupada books, listening, you know. Actually, we were reading in our Bhakti Shastri, 10th chapter, first shloka, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. There Prabhupada writes, reading is very important to understand about Krishna. Listening is very important. So when you listen about Krishna, our Krishna Bhakti will increase. It will come in us. But it has to enhance, you have to be in the association. Coming to the temple, sitting in other halls here and there without attending the class, you know, will not fetch you anything actually. You have to attend the class. Whether you understand, you don't understand. अगर आपको समझ में आता है, नहीं समझ में आता है, बैठ के सुनना चाहिए. अरे प्रभु जी वो इंग्लिश में हमको क्या समझ में आता है. एक्चुअली ऐसा बोलने वाला ऑलमोस्ट 80% समझता है, सिर्फ उसको अंदर आके नहीं बैठने का बस, you know. So yes, for understanding I should have in my language, that's better, but still you can understand. You can understand Krishna, you can understand many things actually when their speaker is speaking. So association of devotee means sitting in the assembly listening to Katha, Krishna Katha. That enhances our spirituality. And this way we can improve or we can work on our Arishad Vargas, especially chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You know, even the snake, you know, when the pungi, it will subside. So it's better for us also, association. Now, coming to the spiritual angle, gods and Vaishnavas, when they get anger, is beneficial for living entities. It's transcendental. ये जो आध्यात्मिक में हम गुस्सा जो देखते हैं, कथा में आता है, कथा में सुनते हैं, वो हमको आध्यात्मिक उन्नति करता है एक्चुअली, क्योंकि वो दिव्य है. बट भौतिक का जो है, अभी तक हमने जो देखा, भौतिक का में देखा है ज़्यादा, तो ये जो है इट्स spoils us actually, our life of others. You know, everyone is suffering actually. So spirituality mein, you know, anger cannot be controlled by living entities on their own. We cannot control on our own. Anger is controlled, however, when utilized in the service of the Lord. When anger is utilized for Krishna. Now, when Rama sent Hanuman to Lanka, he didn't say, if Ravana put fire to you, you go and burn Lanka and come back. Did he give that instruction? We don't read that one in Valmiki Ramayana. But Hanuman did that one. So कोई पूछता है, प्रभु जी सब destined है तो फिर हम क्यों करना है कुछ काम, you know? हनुमान सब पूछ को आग लगते ही बैठ सकता था, अरे लगने दो, भगवान तो सब सेट किया हुआ है, तो मैं क्यों भाग के सबको आग लगा रहा है. नहीं, not like that. There are three ways, you know, that is certain things human can't do, that only God can do, that God will do. Certain things you need God's help to do, that God will be with you to help you, and you do. And certain things you have to do. Whether God gives instruction or not instruction, where you have to do. You know, now you go to the exam hall. You got the blessings of the Lord. You got the blessings of the parents. Everything perfect. You went and sat. They gave the exam paper. You took it on your hand. And you looked for pen. There is no pen. So you cannot tell Lord will provide, let me sit now. You know, Lord will provide on his own. It will come, let me sit now. You know, it will happen. Teacher may come and invigilator can ask why you are sitting simply. No pen, then he may give. but your time is gone. No? So that time you have to suppose, you have to use your intelligence and take the pen, that's for good only you are doing. Similarly, there are some activities you have to do to please the Lord. So this is the one of the activity Hanuman did in anger. Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter 10 shloka, Vitaraga bhayakroda manmaya mam upashritaha baho jnana tapasa bhutamadbhavam agataha. Translation: being freed from attachment, fear and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me. So Krishna is telling how they attained transcendental love for him is by being freed from attachment, fear and anger. These three are the gateway to hell actually. So we have to be very careful actually. Lest actually. So if we want to achieve Krishna, we have to get freed from all this. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So with this Srila Prabhupada's note, we will conclude the class here and we take up question if anything is there. Bhagavad Gita 16.1 to 3 purport, he writes, Srila Prabhupada, akrodha means to check anger. Even if there is provocation, one should be tolerant. For once one becomes angry, his whole body becomes polluted. Anger is a product of the modes of passion and lust. So one who is transcendently situated should check himself from anger. So if we are practicing Krishna consciousness and we are in Krishna consciousness, so it's our duty to look into this also, that we should not get angry when the situation provokes. Especially when we are serving, because other devotees also serving, So we have to be very careful about this aspect of anger. I have spoken on all this, but still not practicing. So I must confess to all the acharyas in our parampara and all to the senior devotees whom we get anger also. I personally get anger. And also the family also, wife and children, we should confess always. Because good relationship depends on these things actually, good qualities of devotees. Otherwise we cannot be a good example for others. So it needs lot of practice, it needs lot of efforts. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anger management ki.
Anger ki jai.
Anger ki jai. Yeah, by the way, Prabhu said in the last class after His Grace Abhiram Prabhu did the class, he said next class will be anger management. So with his blessings I could do this. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Thank you, Prabhu. Any questions? Devotees like to get clarified? Prabhu is the right person to ask about the anger.
Yeah. No, he asked
Anger
my
management.
wife. She will tell how much anger I
No,
get.
actually, what happened when we saw the schedule has been given by Subhamaya Prabhu. I saw my text, and then when I was reading it, I saw it talks about the anger and all this thing. Then the next class I saw it's Prabhu's name, and then I thought better Prabhu speak, this is better. So that's why I requested Prabhu if he can, because Prabhu, you see, whenever we come to the temple, when we see the Prabhu, just we laugh. Whatever be the situation,
Actually, when I told my wife, she said, "What topic you are taking?" I said, "Anger management." Oh, okay, but fortunately she is not here.
Very well. So today we could get some, what I just took 4 points from Prabhu's class, that the anger makes our heart apart. So if you want to be close with anyone, just keep the control in anger and focus on the issues, not on the person. And then the third one is try to forgive and forget. And finally, connect with the spirituality, so your anger can be automatically controlled. So these are the 4 points which I could collect it. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for an important topic which you discussed today.
Yeah,
Haribol.
just I want to add one point here. Daksha, when he came, when Lord Shiva didn't bow down, instead of reacting like this, he could have bowed down also. In Vaishnava philosophy, a senior can bow down to the junior also. There is nothing wrong, because all jivas, living entities, and especially Paramatma in the heart deserves bowing down. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you, bro. So before we go for the announcement, I request Mukund Murari Prabhuji, there are some certificates to be issued for some devotees from the Bhaktiviriksha.
Hare Krishna. These are the devotees from Dinanath Prabhu is taking Bhaktivedanta in Oscar camp, MKCC camp. जो 6 भक्त लोग आज श्रील प्रभुपाद आश्रय ले रहे हैं और 5 भक्त लोग कृष्ण साधक ले रहे हैं. तो नाम मैं अभी बोलता हूँ, सब लोग इधर आके सर्टिफिकेट लीजिए. हाँ, त्रिभंग प्रभु जी चलेंगे. सुजाय जो हो श्रील प्रभुपाद आश्रय, जल्दी आइए प्रभु जी. सुजाय जो हो. राकेश सिंह, राकेश सिंह जल्दी आइए प्रभु जी. कृष्णकांत मिश्रा, आइए आइए जल्दी आइए. क्या नाम है? कृष्णकांत मिश्रा. कमलेश दुबे, कृष्ण साधक. क्या नाम है? कमलेश. हरगेंद्र यादव. कमलेश. क्या नाम? विनोद यादव. मनोज कुमार. प्रेमचंद गुप्ता. प्रेमचंद गुप्ता.
Haribol.
प्रेमचंद. श्रील प्रभुपाद आश्रय दिल्ली. विनोद कुमार उपाध्याय.
Haribol.
विनोद कुमार उपाध्याय. विनोद कुमार उपाध्याय है. गंगा स्वामी.
Haribol.
सुग्रीव सिंह. सुग्रीव सिंह.
Haribol.
हरे कृष्णा. आप सब भक्त लोग उनको आशीर्वाद दीजिए. तो जो भी हम लोग भक्ति स्टेप्स लिया तो पूरा 16 माला जप करेंगे और 4 नियम फॉलो करेंगे. हरे कृष्णा.
Hare
ये
Krishna.
भक्त लोग बहुत अच्छा सेवा करता है, राधा सेवा, और फ्राइडे में बहुत सिंसियर डिवोटीज है. आप सब लोग उसको ब्लेसिंग दीजिए. हरे कृष्णा. श्रील कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे. और सब भक्ति विरक्षा लीडर्स को विनती है, आप लोग भक्ति विरक्षा मेंबर्स को इंस्पायर कीजिए और उनका साधना बढ़ाने के लिए उनको आप प्रचार कीजिए. हरे कृष्णा. जय.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
और one more announcement, we are going to start Bhakti Virsha Leaders Training Program. तो इसके लिए आप सब लोग विनती है, तो जो जिन लोग सब एक्चुअली गुरु महाराज ने अपने व्यास पूजा मैसेज में दिया, सब लोग प्रचार करने का, ट्रेनिंग लेने का और प्रचार करने के लिए कोशिश करने का, इसलिए एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम लिखा है. तो इसको फॉर्म हम ग्रुप में शेयर करेंगे, आप नाम रजिस्टर कीजिए. बाद में इसको हम लोग लैंग्वेज वाइज ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम बना के सब लोग को ट्रेनिंग दे देंगे, कैसा भक्ति विरसा प्रोग्राम करने का, कैसा प्रचार करने का, इसका बारे में हम ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम देंगे. हरे कृष्ण. जय.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you can announce about the Sadhana app also.
वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट अनाउंसमेंट, हम लोग पहले भी शेयर किया ग्रुप में, साधना ऐप, एक कॉन्ग्रेगेशनल डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्ट्री CDM, आज भी शेयर किया नाम में. ये सब आप लोग अपना मोबाइल में डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं ऐप. तो गुरु महाराज इस बार जो मदुरै में थे उस टाइम गुरु महाराज CDM का हमारा इधर गोविंद प्रभु आए थे, तो उन्होंने ये बहुत मेहनत करके ये ऐप क्रिएट किया है। तो हर भक्त लोग इस ऐप को आप डाउनलोड कर सकता है। जो ऐप एंड्रॉयड और एप्पल जो भी यूज़ करता है उसको डाउनलोड कर सकता है, और हर दिन आप लोग अपना कितना वाला जप करते हैं, कौन सा टाइम में जप किया, क्या बुक पढ़ा, ये सब डिटेल, आपका पर्सनल नोट्स, ये सब आप एंटर कर सकता है। और आपका जो मेंटर, आप जो भी आपका शिक्षक गुरु है, भक्ति लीडर है, आप कैसा जप कर रहे हैं, साधना कैसा कर रहे हैं, उसके बारे में आप शेयर भी कर सकता है। तो ये सब ऑप्शन हैं। तो पहला आप डाउनलोड कीजिए। आपको नहीं पता चले तो आप मुझे मिल सकता है, और दूसरों डिवोटी से आपका डाउनलोड करके, ये ज़रूरी है, ये ऐप आप लोग डाउनलोड करके अपना साधना रिकॉर्ड में रखना चाहिए। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. ISKCON Balaramdesh congregation picnic. It has been organized on 1st May with the Chandan Yatra, boat festival, kirtan, games, pool time.